GDG DULA.
You already know, man. Vibe Air TV, man. Vibe Air B, man. You know, got my man DULA in the building, man. GDG DULA in the building, man. You feel me?
Already.
You know, we gonna touch up on a lot of shit. You feel me, man? You know, Vibe Air TV, man. So yeah, man. Just, you know, getting to shit, man. Just tell us where you from, man. We know you from the DMV, man, but just you know, for people who don't know, you know, where you from out here, man? You know.
I claim Silver Spring, Maryland. I was born in Adelphi, PG, Maryland.
Okay.
But I grew up on Castle Boulevard, around 3800 side. Later on in life, I started fucking with White Oak, 650 side. So that's what I be fucking with.
Okay,
the O
already.
side, the B side.
Alrighty. So you on that he on that side of kind of Silver Spring, you know, coming up, man. So on that side, man, just you know, cause you outside the city on the Maryland side and shit, on the Moco side, that side. How was shit coming up, man? Cause you know how was like, you know, shit coming up as a youngin', man, out there. You know,
it was just like everywhere else.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like a lot of city niggas, they think cause we in Mo County and this and that and the third, whatever. I mean, yeah, you gonna see big ass houses, just like when you go in the city, you gonna see big ass houses, but you got rough parts too, you got fucked up areas too. When I was growing up, it was a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit I shouldn't have seen as a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people gone, a lot of people not here no more, locked up, doing a lot of numbers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that I used to hang with. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that shit growing up. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know that motherfuckers was looking at us like we just lame, we just mindless, but
hey,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't give a fuck.
Niggas
we was just doing us. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't giving a fuck about how anybody looked at us. You know?
That's how it be, man. You know, niggas all around the DMV, niggas just, you know, man, niggas doing them. You out here, niggas out here, man. You know, what's understood don't need to be explained, man. So, you know, a lot of niggas real life out here doing them. And, you know, in the news, you know, the articles show, you know, niggas out here active throughout the DMV, bro, from the city to the Maryland side, you with me? So, but other than that shit,
niggas get real active.
yeah, other than that shit, we gonna get up on some music shit. So coming up in like the Silver Spring, you know, how'd you get into the music tip? Cause you know, you said you was running the streets, you feel me, as a young nigga just coming up with your niggas from your side. Like, how'd you get into the music tip? Was it just you was already influenced like everybody else? Like, how'd you like get in the studio? Like, what made you be like, man, I'm trying to take this shit to the studio? And like, how that process started out of you like becoming DULA the rapper?
Man, first off, free my man Sharif. I was in middle school. I was doing poetry. I used to do a lot of writing. I used to write like a lot of stories and shit. I used to do poetry and shit. My man Sharif, he'd see that shit and he'd be like, he used to rap and he used to have like little what's that shit called? Like little studios and shit in the house.
Yeah.
He had like a little studio, but he had like a little makeshift studio or whatever. So the nigga, what's it called? He used to have me in his house. He used to be like, hey nigga, you might as well turn that poetry shit into rap. Like, what the fuck? Like, you seen Wale, like, that's around time Wale was coming up. When he made this little mixtape about nothing. I remember that shit that came out. So we listened to Wale, we listened to J. Cole, all them niggas and whatnot. Long story short, he ended up telling me, hey, become a rapper. And he was already a rapper, you know what I'm saying? He was already doing him. So I'm like, man, I might as well, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I first started. I mean, my first song was 2012, 2011, some shit like that.
Okay, so you was inspired by that era, like, you know, 10 years back, this, you know, beginning of the decade type shit. You mentioned that mixtape that Wale dropped. And you know, yeah, man, like, I fuck with Wale too. He a good rapper, man. Besides, niggas know who he is and how he came up, you feel me? But he a good rapper. But other than that, though, like, you feel me, is he one of the influences that, you feel me, as a rapper, on the rapper tip, just like rapping, like, is he one of your influences, like, out there?
Fuck yeah, because Wale, he do the same thing I do. He used to do poetry and he turned that shit into rap. And he did that go-go shit back in the day. Back in them days, go-go was heavy around my way. So we listened to
go-go era was,
man. Yeah. So he had a Nike boot joint, jumping. He had all that shit jumping. So, you know what I'm saying? Lotus Flower Bomb, he had that.
Yeah.
And then they turned that shit to a go-go song, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was just blowing up on the whole area. So
nah, for real.
That's what area I was talking about. Wale.
That area, yeah.
So that's really what influenced me to, you know what I'm saying? because he was a poetry that turned to a rapper. So I'm like, damn, so he could do it. The fuck, what the fuck? Why can't I do it? Shit.
Yeah, your answer that my question, bro, is authentic. So you feel me? That's some honey shit right there. You really just say how you really came in. You know, most niggas gonna come over here and say, ooh, nah, you really kept in the honey. And say how you really got into this shit, putting your shit together.
Free my man Reese, man.
Yeah, man.
10 years, man. He gonna be home real soon. He gonna take back over real soon. Wow.
Alright, so shit, you don't get that OG. But yeah, man. So what was your first freestyle? Like, what was your first freestyles? Like how the beginning of your rap shit, like you remember any specific instrumental you used, like when you
like Big Crip beats, like,
okay,
and South shit, like what's the nigga Big Crip? He from, I think from Mississippi or some shit like
yeah, Big Crip from Mississippi.
Yeah, we used to use his beats a lot. We used to listen to like a lot of Big Crip, Big Sean and shit like that, and we'd use their beats, and we'd try see how they vibe on the beat and do it on the beat, and then we'd try to do it the same way so we could stay with the beat, and we'd stay on beat. That's how we found our flow, found our rhythm and shit. So we'd try like listen to certain rappers back in them days, but then we started growing up, we started doing shit in the streets. So we started like just talking about what we was doing at that point. It wasn't talking about like whatever, like anything. You know,
it was a transition. So let's get to that transition, man. That's why that question was kind of referring to, like, when you was, as you got older and shit started transitioning, like what instrumentals in the trap, like what jumps, one of your first like songs, like, you feel me, like, or one of your first jumps you went in the studio, you was like, and you seen yourself like, damn, I can really, this is what I want to do, like I want to be, I want to stay in the studio.
Shit. First trap nigga song, shit, I don't know, from Young Dolph shit.
Young Dolph
beats, yeah.
Okay.
Young Dolph type jumps. A lot of beats like Young Dolph. Who's the nigga Young Scooter?
Yeah, shouts out Scooter, man.
Shouts out all this shit. Yeah. Was fucking with them. A lot of trap like Big Flock type beats too. Especially around like 2015, 2016.
Yeah, before he
Big Flock jumps. Fuck
yeah. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Flock, man.
We fucking with all that shit.
Definitely, bro. So what was your you feel me, like what was your we get my motherfucking thoughts together, so with this gas, man. You said about that time Flock and shit. So what was your influence, like, you feel me, like niggas you was listening to that kind of like, you feel me, in the area, like DMV artists, you show love, you feel me, that you cranking on, like
right now or like back in the day?
Right now. Who you cranking to, who you showing love
in
to?
The DMV?
Yeah, DMV artists.
Shit, shout out my little man K-Wop and Roscoe. They dropped their first jump.
Okay.
They dropped their first jump like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I think, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be cranking them, even though they only got one song out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man BK. BK be cranking. My man Jug. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'm gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Doing that though.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Lotto crank hard as shit. Fuck yeah, Lotto and Juice crank. You know what I'm saying? On this side, I fuck with nigga Skrilla crank.
Little Skrilla be cranking.
Little Squeak crank like shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Squeak.
Shout out Squeak.
That's good man right there. Good art brother. What's it called? Flock, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Flock, you can't never go wrong with Flock.
Flock came home.
Flock been cranking. Motherfucking a lot of DMV rappers, you know what I'm saying, be cranking. Who's the young nigga? Walk Down Will.
Free Walk Down Will, man, cranking. Shout out Walk Down.
You know what I'm saying? Even, you know what I'm saying? I ain't with all that DC beef, whatever.
We on the music tip, man.
This is the Octoclick.
That's y'all, we on that music tip, man.
So was cranking too, you know what I'm saying? Long live Ock, you know what I'm saying?
Condolences to Ock, man. Ock was cranking. Yeah, that's the, we on the music tip of things. So when we mention it, Savage cranking, you on the music tip.
Young Jose, I've been listening to Young Jose since back in the day. I've been listening to Young Jose since
Swipey days.
Man, shit. Young Jose old head for real. Young old head in the rap tip.
Tell you.
See, cranking.
Nah, niggas been out here for a minute. Flock a young old head too. Tell you.
Fuck yeah. Glizzy too. Glizzy one of my favorite rappers growing up. Glizzy one of my influences too.
Glizzy Trail.
Yeah, Glizzy Trail, fuck yeah. Free Fat Trail, man.
Free Fat Trail, man. First nigga, Trail, and then Glizzy, being the first niggas to start this shit, so with the DMV rap scene, man. So like, how you adjusted to the DMV rap scene? Cause I've been Revive era and shit, you been working with my man, you feel me, you been getting work done, so I've been, you know, seeing your music.
When I got locked up, in 2016, the rap scene was different. When I came home in 2018, like, it was different. Like, the whole rap scene, like, when 2016, it was flop, then Goonie was, I think he was coming out. Or, nah, I don't think he had came out yet. I think it was just flop. It was Baby Op, Lil Dude and shit like that.
Baby Op, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Long Live Baby Op. It was all of them. It was Linebacker had just came out. All that shit just came out. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking So that was the rap scene at that time. You know what I'm saying? And with Shabazz and Q the Fool. You know what I'm saying? That's when they were first coming out. Whatever. Before they all falling out. And then you got when I get locked up. Man, I'm listening to like outside rappers too. Then I'm listening to like the Lil Durks and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to like the little like.
So who's your influences? Like who's niggas you rocking with right now? Mainstream, like mainstream.
Hey, Lil Durk, motherfucking.
Like who's like
NBA the long way. You know what I'm saying? I been listening to NBA.
Like Pain and that shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. Boosie. So when you mentioned that artists, man, Dirt, Boosie, YB. It's a lot of pain in they shit. And I heard your jump when you was on the block. Things the no auto jump. I heard a lot of pain in that shit, cause like. How does, you know, the mainstream, you know, do you dig in, you know, when you listening, do you know, get influenced by how they coming and then you put that on your shit? Like, how do you process that, you feel me, like, listening to music and then making your own music?
Like, it's like, when you listen to a nigga from another area, and they feeling the same thing, you from a whole different area, that shit just different. You like, damn, this nigga ain't even speaking from nothing I'm going through, but he going through the same thing. Like, how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga talk about some shit that you going through at the moment, especially Lil Boosie. He talk about all that shit. So, cause Boosie been through all that shit, like a lot of street niggas that been through. He talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? He'd been around a lot of people cause he been in jail. So he speak through a lot of shit. So it's like listening to that shit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That shit soothes me. That shit just give me a vibe. Well, I could listen to that shit and go. I listen to that shit and go to the stoop, and I go in the stoop and crank. But not off them, just off the vibe they gave me. Like I'm not going to the stoop and do some cool shit. I'm not going to the stoop do some hype shit today. You know what I mean? Like I listen to all hype music. I'm not just going in and fuck this joint up. You know what I mean? Or am I going in and just cool out? Or am I going in and just, you know what I'm saying, off my 10 soul shit? You know what I mean?
So when you in the studio, you gotta stay. You know, I know you ain't sober, nigga. I know you know you gotta have some gas. You know what I mean? Good sheets, good fun. You know, classes. You know what I mean? You know, other, et cetera, you feel me? Ain't gonna put that. But I know you stay high shit, so how's that, how's your studio process? Or you gotta have that, or you feel me, like?
I'm eating shit. I've been rapping since before I used to smoke, so I feel like, when I was in jail, I used to write music, so I ain't do no drugs in there, so I don't feel like music, I don't feel like music doing any drugs, doing anything. I just feel like drugs make me not give a fuck. Like if whoever's around is around. Like I don't care whoever hearing, don't fuck with it or whatever. Like I feel like drugs make me do that. Make me feel like I can go in there and just do whatever the fuck I feel like I want. You know? And I don't care about what a nigga feel like or what a nigga want to hear. That's what I want to hear. You know?
Alright, so we've been mentioning artists, so like I'm gonna come to you as on a A&R, like on some record shit. Like if you was to have, 25,000-30,000 for a feature, just for a feature, what mainstream artist would you like go for to push a song, to make your name, to get your name out there? If you could pick any artist out right now, YB, Dirt, Baby, Lil Baby, you feel me?
None of them niggas don't know features for 25, but if I was to pick
right
one,
though, but you got some money though, you got opportunity, that you got feature money, whatever the feature cost is. I
mean, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
You invest in yourself?
I would invest in myself, but at the end of the day, I would probably do one. But if I do one, it would probably be with a local mainstream artist. Okay. So because it wouldn't look like I just jumped out of nowhere. You feel me? It would look like I'm coming up. You feel me? It would just make more sense. Like it wouldn't be like this nigga just did a song, had 1,000 views, 2,000 views, then he did a song with Polo G or Baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
So
had
what
a police
local,
do that,
what
like,
local artists would you lock in with?
with Glizzy.
Okay.
I hit Glizzy.
You hit Glizzy on some bread.
I try to hit up Glizzy like, yeah, like we from the DMV, like I'm from you from DC, I'm from Maryland, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with some of the niggas that you grew up with, you know what I'm saying?
He being realistic, y'all. You heard me. I came with him with a question. He being realistic, man. So yeah, Glizzy definitely, you know, is a good look, man. He out here, you know, he making moves.
You know what I'm saying? But Glizzy
Been out
one of
here for a
niggas.
minute.
Glizzy one of niggas. He don't do a lot of shit with niggas that don't got no clout. So that'd be hard. But at the end of the day, if you come in right,
it's the business.
Nigga can't say no to you.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You come with a bag, nigga can't say no to you.
Business is business at the end of the day. You feel me? Money money go around, man. But